Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a bit of engine swapping. Paul's on his way down from Safe Coast Customs and Classics. Thankfully he's found a bit of time to come and help me do this, and it's a bit of swapping and changing. So in short, we're going to swap the camera around. In short, we're going to take the 1641 twin carb out of that. So the 1300 will come out of that. The 1641, only one problem being, but that's not wide enough between carbs, so we may have to take the carb off the 1915, so we can take the single Weber off that and put on the 1641. And I've been meaning to twin carb this for a couple of years anyway. Clearly, as you can see, there's more space in here for it. So yeah, this probably, I wasn't going to twin carb this until I got the gearbox done, but at the moment the way things are going, we might as well just do it anyway. And then obviously this will run twin carbs, and then I'm not sure if you can see it because it's a mess in here, but over there next to the random big Fiat sign is, just easy if I move, there is Shrekker's original 16, no, tell a lie, it is a 2165 injector. We're just waiting on the turbo and exhaust if it'll ever arrive, but that will go into Shrekker then, which is where it belongs. So as you can see, a bit of swapping and changing, but let's see how far we get today anyway. So first up, T25's in. Obviously we've got a starting issue with this where there's no power coming from the ignition switch to the coil, so we're just looking at that now before we whip the engine out. But this will be the first one to come out, which as you can see is a bit of a nightmare to get a jack on that, so we're just trying to jack it up and brace it for now, and then see if we can get the electrical, well, run a new wire, I think, run a new wire from the front to the back and then drop the engine. Alright, first one done, 1300's out. I say big hole, but it's not as big as it could be. Bit of gearbox leak, but we noticed a fuel pipe. Paul's noticing there's a crack in the fuel line, so we'll have to do that. But now on round to Shrekker, and we'll do Shrekkers in its place, I think. But yeah, that one's done. At least Shrekker's easier to do because you don't have to take all the jacket all up, so we'll walk through on that one now, I think. Yeah, excuse the balloons, there is a party on today.
Yeah, but I also feel like Bayern Munich
I'd always put the back off this. I don't know, I was looking at it the other day when I measured it up. You'll see, as you can see, hell of a lot easier to get off. Don't even need a jack. So that's the beauty of this car, there's so much space to work with, isn't there?
Oh, there is, yeah. Yeah, it's very lovely. That's really what you should have done, really. You just brought the turbo lump round.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Just stuck it in place.
Yeah, that's just round on the shelf at the back.
Yeah. Get this one on the floor and take it round to the T25.
Yeah. So that's about even taking the top panels off.
Yeah.
That's how much space there is on it.
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah.
But looking at the turbo, it comes down the side of this carb, doesn't it? So the turbo must sit round by the gearbox and the exhaust manifold must come down the side, I guess.
That's it.
Which makes me wonder if these lights are going to be in the way. Because I don't think they were originally on.
Okay.
So, Shrekker's engine's gone wheeled through to the back of the T25, and that's a 2165 wheeled back this way to at least be bolted in place so it's not sat on a shelf and things are kept tidied in. Yeah, wish all engine bays were this easy to work with, but awesome. So, a bit of a mad half an hour. We've just had about 40 bikes coming to the yard, so I had to go and help serve. So I left Paul for 5 minutes, and he's already got the 2165, which is Shrekker's original engine, bolted in for now, so at least it's safe and off the bench in the back. It looks actually, for what's a big engine, it looks tiny sat in there, which is the beauty of this engine bay, but obviously not bad at all. But then at least it can sit there safe now, and we'll get all the rest of the components and everything and get ready to get it plumbed in properly really. But let's go and see what they're doing next door. Obviously you can see a bit busy, but this is half the bikes, the other half have gone now. Barry's turned up with the electrical wire which we can use. Smile.
I'm smiling.
And now it's the case of seeing if it'll fit. Swear the jack decides it don't want to go up anymore.
It does.
Oh shit, you broke it.
Has it been screwed in?
After all that.
That would be the one.
Yeah. Close but no cigar. As you can see down there, the exhaust is catching, or it's about to catch on the rear of the van, but possibly by the time it's gone back onto the gearbox it may still, but it will have to come off now, but it might be fitted afterwards. I think either way we're going to build a custom exhaust for it, but it'd be handy if we can have one on for now. That works out, you can see now. Very tight fit. What do you reckon? Drop it and then... Are you going to take it off there?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to take the back box off.
So once it's on, I think it'll fit, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just that awkwardness of not enough free space. Remember this, when you break down the side of the road, you just do an engine swap.
There we go.
That literally just come off the bottom?
Yeah, it's not attached.
Oh, okay.
I thought I'll
Save the
leave a
cut, I
gap,
suppose,
but
isn't it?
yeah,
Oh yeah, because yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose you could have done that then.
yeah, but that'd be easy enough.
So, update wise, the 2332 is meant to be going today. It looks like it's going to be tomorrow lunchtime now. Miles had a few issues. 1300 sat there still, and the 1641 is in. And as you can see, after seeing the videos of getting the cutting disc out, we've had to make it fit. It had to have the twin carbs on it. It looks so much better. So yeah, it's in. The exhaust, you can't really see, but the exhaust is, let's have a look and get underneath it. Like jacked up. The original exhaust actually still fits. We just had to cut a little bit out up here to make it snug. I'm tempted to change all that anyway, and possibly bring 2 exits through there. We'll have to see about that when we have the seats done. Speak to see if we can get it fabricated, I guess. But yeah, it's in. I was worried about because it being a deep sump that it was going to be too low, but it still sits higher than the chassis further forward, so that's good. Obviously, Paul's just shot off back to the unit because he's missing a few bits. Obviously, he realised that Shrekker didn't have a fuel pump on this one, so he's gone back to get that, get some bits. In fact, we took a bit off that one. We took it off that one, but the I don't know, the block, I can't remember what the blocks are called, but they sit on there. We needed one of them. So the accelerator cable on the other engine that was in this was a bit butchered, but we've managed to tweak this one to work, so it looks better. Unfortunately, the air filters don't sit on there. I mean, it does on that one, and it fills the gap beautifully. But unless we do a bit more cutting on this one, it's not going to fit. But I think we're just going to put velocity stacks on it anyway. It'll look quite nice. It kind of fills it up more in this engine bay, which, to be fair, all the work that's been done on this originally, it suits it a lot better having a nice big engine in it. There's no point in detailing it because while it's all black and the paint's really good on that one, other than the tinware, which Paul's going to bring a new one back with him because he's got one at the unit. It looks quite good being black satin with the red, so no, quite happy. Obviously we'll hopefully get a first start in a minute. We know the engine works because obviously it was in Shrekker, but We've still got the earthing, not the earth, we've still got the ignition cable issue to the coil, but we've got Barry dropped off some wire early, so we're going to have to run that down the underside of the vehicle to hopefully get rid of that issue. Yeah, fuel pipe on that was actually on this van was absolutely dog shite, and as you can see, I don't know if you can make them out on there, see the cracks in the fuel line. So one thing guys, especially on these old Volkswagens, well it's anything really, but especially on old Volkswagens, this line had about, well I think 7 or 8 cracks and splits in, which when me and Barry was trying to do, I did think we might run out of fuel, which is unusual for me because I normally keep it topped up, but I'm wondering if that's why my fuel was low. But yeah, check your fuel lines guys, because that's how especially Volkswagens end up being set on fire. So on Shrekker's engine in the other one, in the engine bay there's loads of pipes, so we've put all new fuel line in, so that's nice and safe again. But yeah, pretty dangerous really. It's good job I haven't used it that much, but yeah, it's just another good example to check them. Yeah, hopefully Paul will be back soon and we're going to try and get this. Everyone's gone home now, as you can see. Yard's all empty, gates are locked, so hopefully we can try and get this started and running. I didn't think we'd have an exhaust, so that fitting underneath is even better, and it's tucked up nice and clear. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a case of now just getting it running. We shall see.
Try again? Yeah, try again.
So there we have it, T25 sorted, engine running. Still need to have a tweak with it, I think, a little play and see what's, I haven't run it down the street yet, but we'll see. Bit of a tidy up, a bit of rubber edging around it for now. Need to get some velocity stacks instead of filters, because obviously it doesn't fit on that side. So I'm just going to order some velocity stacks, which I just need to double check what size these carbs are. I think they're 40s. I have to try and check somehow. Should be able to see from the left side. But yeah, and obviously still got to get the tinware because Paul forgot it when he came back. But yeah, other than that, this can give a good clean now, and hopefully start using it a bit more again. Not sure what to do with the exhaust just yet. I was offered some black bumpers, so I might just either come through either side of the number plate like I mentioned earlier with a custom exhaust, or leave that one on for now and just change the bumpers so there's no gap in the bumper. But needs a good clean. It's been sat on my driveway since, well, 9 months. It's been sat there since last August time, so yeah, it does need a good clean. I'm ready to try and get used a bit more, I think. Obviously we're taking it inside the bench seat done. over at Wildworks. I'm going to custom build a bench seat in here, so I've got a bit more height in the roof, which is a pain. Potentially get some door cars done as well, I think. And then see what happens. I could do taking it for a run down the street. As you can see, it's not, you can actually see in there at the back's very basic. Same time, I know that the gear was catching on the hole it's got there, so I either need to change that, put some in, because the gear stick is all over the shop. Yeah, I could do tightening up down there, so yeah, but at least it's usable again, which is wicked. About time. So start getting this out and about. Just check the clearances haven't changed too much on it. So 3 engines to move as such it was originally, and the 1300 came out, and the obviously Shrekker's engine came out, which is now in the T25. Can you see me? Gone dark, there you go. So yeah, that 1641 come out, which is now in the Shrekker. Shrekker's engine, the original turbo engine, is now sat in there, but again, we haven't done a fat lot with it really, and we just put the full bolts in place for now. There's 2 boxes of parts in the back of my Chevy truck, and hopefully the exhaust and turbo will turn up at some point, so we can try and get that plumbed in and tested. Most likely rolling road that, I think, and see where it's at, considering it's not been in there for quite a while. And the bare metal Shrekker didn't get touched in the end. Obviously we was going to swap the single carb over for the T25, but we just decided it was much better to keep the T25 in place. Sorry, not in place, but keep the twins in it because it looked better, but we just cut it to fit. So the single carb can stay on the bare metal one for now. I have got a set of 44 IDAs, which I've had for a couple of years. Again, I think I said earlier, I've been meaning to do, hopefully try and get round to that soon. But yeah, but at least I've got, you know, the T25 is running again and got a bigger engine, and Shrekker's engine's on the way to getting in. So I was just sick of having a few vehicles not actually doing anything, and engines sat around. So it's good to actually get the engines off the shelf and actually sat in the car at least, where it's probably safer and cleaner. But yeah, hopefully keep some more updates going on the T25. Obviously there's a few little bits to do, and we'll definitely cover the footage of getting the seats done. And any other work we're going to have done on that. Shrekker's engine hopefully will follow soon. We can at least try and get it plumbed in, other than the exhaust, well, manifold and turbo, which isn't a massive, it's kind of a finishing touch to it really. So we'll keep those videos coming as well. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, hopefully there'll be a few more videos to come, and hopefully a few more updates on all the other vehicles. Nice one. See you soon.